Hi, Crowlomans, welcome back to Crowl, where we gather under the moonlight to connect, reflect, and inspire each other. I'm your host, Elle, your Crowlite, and today we're celebrating something deeply meaningful: freedom. In episode 32, titled The Spirit of Freedom, Embracing Your Inner Independence, we're exploring what it means to live a life of freedom, not just politically, but personally, emotionally, and spiritually. This week is particularly special. Not only we're approaching Philippine Independence Day, but also preparing to celebrate Eid al-Adha, the feast of sacrifice. These occasions, though different in tradition, share a common theme: liberation. Eid al-Adha reminds us of the power of faith, selflessness, and sacrifice. It's about letting go of attachments that no longer serve us and making space for what truly matters. When we think about independence, it's not just about breaking free from external limitations, but also about the inner sacrifices we make to grow and live authentically. For me, freedom within is about forgiving yourself for being harsh on yourself. It's about staying true to who I am and not being swayed by pressures that don't align with my values. So, let's explore how we can break free and embrace our most authentic selves together. Let's inspire and spread gratitude, creating wings of positivity under the moon. Freedom within is about more than just doing what you want. It's about living authentically without being shackled by fears, doubts, or the expectations of others. Think about the moments when you felt trapped, not by physical barriers, but by emotional or mental ones. Maybe it's the pressure to conform to societal standards or a voice in your head telling you're not good enough. For me, freedom within is about releasing those internal chains. I remember a time when I was constantly second guessing myself, worried about how others might judge me. It felt like a cage, one I could not see but always felt. But over time, I realized that freedom wasn't something anyone could give me. I had to create it for myself by letting go of those internal barriers. It's a journey, and each step forward brings a sense of empowerment and peace. One of the biggest hurdles to personal independence is our own limiting beliefs, the stories we tell ourselves about what we can or can't do. I used to believe I wasn't creative enough to start a podcast like Crawl. The doubts kept piling up. What if no one listens? What if I'm not good at this? But then I asked myself, who says I'm not creative enough? Who gets to decide that? When I broke free from those doubts, I discovered a whole new side of myself, one that was braver and more capable than I'd imagined. To break free, start by identifying the beliefs that we are holding back. Write them down and then challenge them. Ask yourself, is this really true? Or is it just a fear? When you replace those limiting beliefs with empowering ones, you can take a big step toward true freedom. Eid al-Adha, or the Feast of Sacrifice, teaches us about the beauty of letting go. It's a time to reflect on the story of Abraham and his willingness to sacrifice what was most precious to him out of faith and trust. While we may not be asked to make such monumental sacrifices, this story inspires us to let go of the things that hold us back, whether it's fear, resentment, or unhealthy attachments. Sacrifice is often the bridge between where we are and where we want to be. For me, letting go of self doubt was a personal sacrifice. It wasn't easy, but it opened the door to new possibilities and growth. What are you willing to let go of to embrace your freedom? Another form of freedom is the courage to live life on your own terms, even when it goes against what others expect you. Society was a way of telling us who we should be, what we should be, how we should look, even how we should think. But living authentically means listening to your inner voice and following your path, even if it's different. Sometimes the things holding us back are habits that no longer serves us, whether it's overworking, negative self-talk, or staying in situations that drain us. These habits can keep us stuck. The first step to breaking free is awareness. Ask yourself, what's one habit that's preventing me from living fully? Once you identify it, take a small step to change it. For me, it was the habit of being too harsh on myself. I had consistently focused on my mistakes and overlooked my progress. Learning to forgive myself and celebrate small wins was a game changer. It reminded me that freedom also means being kind to yourself. Freedom isn't something we achieve overnight. It's a journey, one that starts within. Here's what I want you to take away from today's episode. Forgive yourself. Let go of the harsh self-judgments that keep you stuck. Challenge limiting beliefs. Replace I can't with what if I can. Embrace sacrifice. Sometimes we must let go of something to grow. Live authentically. Stay true to who you are, even when it means taking the road less traveled. Take small steps. Whether it's breaking a habit or pursuing a dream, every small step toward freedom matters. As we approach Philippine Independence Day and Eid al-Adha, let's celebrate freedom in all its forms. Take a moment to reflect on one area of your life where you can embrace greater independence. And remember, you deserve to live a life that feels true and fulfilling. Thank you for being part of this episode of Crawl. Freedom is a powerful gift, one that we can give ourselves every day by choosing authenticity, courage, and self-love. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Feel free to share your reflections or tell me how you're embracing your inner independence. As always, if you know someone who could use a little inspiration, please share this episode with them. Together, let's inspire and spread gratitude, creating wings of positivity under the moon. Until next time, Crowlumins, keep shining your life and living your truth. I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.